Hi, this is Jim with uh, with old folks memories, old folks thoughts, and old folks lives. I'm 76. No, is it 86? I don't know, but I'll tell you, it's in the 70s or 80s. Um, I'm getting the old timers disease. Wanted to talk about a friend that just died at 103, but uh, I'll be talking about her off and on during this video. The reason I'm sharing this video is because if you've tuned in, you are in the autumn or winter of your life. I'm not sure which one I'm in because every morning when I wake up, I wonder, am I going to be able to make it today? And it's not due to any chronic problem other than having COVID 3 times, and they call that if it continues is called long COVID, long-term COVID. But let's forget that because that's nothing I can do anything about. Let's talk about this lady that lived to be 103 years old. Her name is Gladys, Gladys, Gladys McGarvey, capital MC, capital Garey. She's a doctor. She's died within the last year. And I consider her a friend I never met because I've read her books. I've watched her on YouTube. I just watched about an hour of an interview from England to her, um, telling her story about how she lived so long. Now, why should this concern you or me? Well, there's very good reasons, including uh, um, we want to improve our enjoyment as we get older. We want to enjoy happiness as we get older. We want to keep doing things as we get older. And Gladys, she shares how she did that to 103 years old. So don't worry about it. I've got the book. I think I got 2 books by her, but don't worry about that. Just watch her videos on YouTube. Gladys McGarvey. Now, here we are stuck in a choice we have to make. We have to make a choice of we're getting older, life is getting worse. I could get ill, break a hip, end up in a nursing home. Well, the good thing about me reading some of these books by people 100 years old or close to it or older, in her case it was older. The good thing about reading books or listening to the videos of people that age is you're looking for the ones that are happy, that tell you how they stay happy even though they're legally blind, even though they can't hear well. They usually hook up with a friend or relative, and they have a daily routine of a few friends. And the few friends, of course, so they could be young. Many of them are. They're young because they want to know how to live old, or because they care for the person. So consider this as we grow a day older tomorrow. Think positive about everything. The mind's going to switch just like an off and on switch. You've got to keep the off switch off and the happiness switch on. Now, it's going to take time. Any habit takes 30 days to change. Can you follow what I'm saying? You're going to say, Jim said tomorrow I'm going to be happy if I think happy thoughts or positive thoughts. No, I'm going to say make it a habit of 30 days and then continue it. The second thing is, by all means, eat good food, the best that you can afford. And I know for some of you listening, you'll have to really look hard to find good food. But you can talk to some grocery stores, even Kroger's, and ask them if they ever, like the meat department, do you ever put the meat on sale because it's getting a little bit older? Yeah, I'm kind of shy about that, but don't feel shy about it because they're going to cut it down anyhow. They're going to. I've bought food for half price before, meat, and I'm not much about buying fruit that's expired. Tastes isn't good. Also at the deli, watch out. Watch out at the deli. Regardless of what you think, when they cut those big hunks of food out, it's good for 3 to 4 days, no more than 5. I've asked them, several stores, since they don't have preservatives, don't eat them after 4 or 5 days. Make 5 your cutoff. I threw some away today because it was about 5 days and it didn't taste right. It tastes right the first 2 or 3 days, but not the 5th day. Throw it away. You don't know what it'll do to your body, your health, or it may end you in the hospital. Now, with fruit, it's delicate too. Oranges will lose their tasty citrus taste. Grapes, usually you can tell by looking at them if they're going to taste well, but taste them anyhow. Taste them in the grocery store. Taste a grape or two in a grocery store before you buy a grape, because they're there. They're there usually naked with no covering over them. So take a one or two. See if it's the type you like, or if it's getting old. Bananas, I like them yellow. I don't want them black. I don't want them green. And I don't want to buy too many at a time, maybe two or three. And when it comes to oranges, two at the most, because I don't eat this stuff every day. Now, hot dogs, I hate to say this, but they're the ones that I keep the longest because they do have preservatives that will keep them for a month or two. Like mustard and ketchup and chow chow. You ever had chow chow? If you haven't tried it, I like the hot chow chow. It's a mixture. It's a mixture of things that are really good. Not salsa, but close to it. You can find it in a Kroger store, and probably most any store you go into. It's CHOW. Comes in mild, medium, and hot. Medium's okay, but I like hot. I'm not much of a person that likes any particular restaurant or type of food. I mean, I have my favorite restaurant. There's about three of them here. Depending if my wife likes Mexican food, so if we go there, we split a Mexican dinner and put plenty of spices on it, sauce, things like that. So she'll take half, I'll take half. If we go to Off-Broadway Tap House, they'll have fish tacos. I get hot fish tacos. You can get crawfish tacos, regular fish tacos, regular chicken tacos. I get buffalo chicken tacos. And they're pretty good. All these places also, if you're a drinker, a lot of the ones, I'd say 80% of the ones that have good food here, 80%, if not 100%, have cheap beer. And when I say cheap beer, I don't mean rot gut beer. I'm talking about, if it's on draft, it's probably Bud Light, Miller Lite, and also Michelob Light will be the same price. If you get them in bottles, that's where the price change starts. Okay. What else are we going to talk about tonight? We're going to talk about friends. I'm not the one to counsel you about making friends. I tell you why. You've got to keep it in your mind. You're told to love all people, love your neighbors as yourself. That is, if you want to look into the scriptures, leave the holy book. Treat your neighbor as yourself. Love God with all your heart. Those things mean a lot to me. So, another thing I do is I tip more than I should. If it's a regular person that a tip that is regular to me to serve me, I may tip her triple instead of 10, 20, may give her 30%. Well, sometimes 50% if I don't order a lot and I have the money. I always say same thing to them all. I tell them, no. I'm going to whisper this, but I've already paid tax on it. I've already paid tax on it. You don't need to pay tax on it. I've taken care of that for you and me both. They love that. Try it. I heard some guy say that yesterday. He heard me say it, then he said it to his waitress. He says, I've already paid tax on it, and I don't want you paying tax on it because I don't like the way the taxes are being used. And I laughed. Okay, so here we are today. I ordered a laser printer that's prints on both sides. The reason I get lasers, they'll last a year without replacing the toner, maybe 2 years. If you get the regular ones, like I've had them 2 or 3, they're Canon. A lot of them's Canon. You buy two cartridges, black and color, and well, if you don't use them very often, they'll dry up. So I have two upstairs that's dried up. I have a third one that my wife has that just stopped working. So I've got to unpack one outside in the living room to work on. Now, what am I going to do with that? Okay, let's get to a hobby. New hobby. Do you want to start a new hobby? I'm not talking about Harley Davidson, getting on that at my age, although I probably could handle it without getting killed, but you never know. With this, I can print books here because it will be pamphlets. And you that don't know me, I've published several books in my life, starting in 1969. And I've discussed it in other videos. And now, when I used to print 5,000 or more at a time of each book, it's I'm not even selling books. I've got 4 new ones. 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 when I say new, I think they're 4 years old now. On if you look on Amazon, you got to look under my name, Jim Wortham. You can't look under the titles. They got too many uploaded every day. Too many uploaded every day. They can't put everybody's name. They can't put everybody's title on there every day. And many titles are the same because you can't copyright a title. So what I'm going to try to do is just make cheap pamphlets that people will love, and try to charge as little as I can, $3 to $5 instead. If you look on Amazon, there'll be 10, 12, 15, 20. There'll be a lot of difference in what I charge and what other people charge. And by golly, if someone writes to me, and several have, and said they can't afford them, even some of the more recent ones, I'll send it to them free. That may have been a mistake for me. I found out the postage was $3.50 to ship a book. It's just one book. It used to be 25 cents when I was in college. 25 cents to ship a book. You have two rates, media rate and book rate. They're the same, but they cut you. I don't know. It used to be quite a bit they used to cut off, but now it's getting too close to first class. And in first class, it's getting too close to priority mail. So things are changing, and that's why I'm saying I'm going to make smaller books. They'll be pamphlets, and they will. Let me see if I can show you. Do I have a pamphlet around here I can show you? No, don't see anything that would attract you, although if you want to see the bigger books that are on Amazon, here's a couple. The Summer of Love, and also this one's The Autumn of Love. In addition to that, there's so you got Summer, Spring of Love, and The Winter of Love. They're based upon poems when I was a hippie, sort of like a hippie. Maybe I was a beatnik. People like them because they got the flavor of raw love. Really falling in love and trying to stay in love, things like that. So that's not quite what I'm shooting for on these new books. It'll be a variety of different subjects, and I'll probably post them here so that if anybody wants one for a few bucks, I'm thinking $5. That includes postage, and if I can keep it down to $3, I will, including postage, because I'm not going to take advantage of people because they like maybe my style, or they want to see what I write. You'll see what I write because I'll put some of the poems on here. Now, what's next on this video? Trying to get enough sleep, huh? Let's not talk about sleep tonight. I've got a rough. I call it a rough night. You have rough nights? It's not that you don't stay in bed for 8 or 10 hours. It's that you keep waking up and going to the bathroom and staying awake and shutting the thoughts down in your brain. Things like that. And you say, what did it do? Did I get Tylenol PM or Excedrin PM? Any of those that have the ingredient that puts you to sleep. So do you do that, or do you just halfway sleep and halfway stay awake? Well, I think I've gone as long as you can take me. We're going toward 26 minutes at this time. Look, I don't ask people to subscribe. I don't ask people to like me. And you've probably noticed that. I don't aim to make any money on this. I'm not after what they call it, being monetized. I want people to like me because of my style and who I am. And I could care less if a person decides to subscribe or not, because I'm not chasing money. I'm not chasing money. And I do like likes. Anybody who likes likes. It's like someone patting you on the shoulder because when they're getting ready to leave and saying, "Hey, let's meet again soon." And that's what I'm saying now. Let's meet soon. Thanks for watching.